Leo. What you doing, brother? What you doing? Season 7 of Love is Blind, episode number 4. Leo. Yeah, Leo was he confused? Was he being manipulative? What you think was going on? What you say? I'm looking like, Leo, what? Wait a minute. You telling them the same thing, brother? What are we doing? Oh, wait a minute. I tell y'all, this camera is turned backwards. Look. That's supposed to be like that. All right. How you doing? I'm your girl, Candace. I am the Spirit Chiropractor. I am a spiritual life and relationship coach. And I am doing a breakdown of Love is Blind, y'all. One of my favorite dating shows. I love Love is Blind. I think I got hooked on it probably about 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. Probably during like the COVID. Never had heard of it, but I rock with this show. I rock with the concept of it, of truly falling in love with somebody because of their heart, not on the external, what really matters in a relationship, and that's your heart. And what is this like? Because what our mind is what elevates us, our consciousness, and all the things. So yes, I love Love is Blind. So we're about to talk about episode number 4. So Leo was confused. Leo was like, Hannah, Brittany, Hannah, Brittany, Hannah A, or Brittany A. Okay, let me get back focused. He got confused. I really think Leo just, and how he responded to Hannah and how he treated Hannah, I think it was really he didn't want her to end the relationship. He wanted to go up until the end and he be the one to make the decision. I just wonder, was it giving him some type of high to have two women at the same time, and he was in control of deciding which one of these that I want. Because I think he thought he had them both in the bag until he realized how serious Hannah was about Nick D. He felt like, I got them both in the palm of my hand. I'm going to make the decision. Once he started telling them the exact same thing, at first I thought he was genuinely being a part of the process. He's going to take this thing all the way to the end. He's still really trying to figure it out. But once he started saying the same thing to both of them, I'm like, all right, hold on. What's going on? That's why I go back to saying what I've said on my previous videos and how you have to be authentic. Be yourself. Because when you can't be yourself, like, it's no way. Those women are two different women. Brittany, self-proclaimed trophy wife. She showed up a certain way. Hannah, as I call, she got this little country twang to her. Two different energies, two different ways of thinking, being, but you're telling them the exact same thing of why you like them and why you vibe with them. And I felt like as an art dealer, I'm like, he's on his sales pitch type deal. He's literally like you would deal art. I felt like that's how he was handling with them, which I don't know a lot about. That is just my assumptions about that. I ain't never been no art dealer or been into art. So it was just like, was it really for love, or was it something else underneath it? Was it control? Was it manipulation? Was it him being so used to getting his way and having things go according to his plan that he felt like he had the right to move through the process like this? And so it really is, what I said is even not even judging him, because he was really doing the best that he could. We all are, based off of our life experiences. We are all doing the best we can, even if we are being manipulative, or even if we are being truthful. All of our actions are a need trying to be met. So what he was doing was he had a need that he was trying to meet by going through the process like he was. And I like what Hannah was saying. Like, you were not showing me that you were into me. And so she chose somebody who was acting like he loved her. How many times do we see something, we feel something, and yet we stay in that place? And Hannah chose her. Sometimes you just gotta choose you. No matter how much money he was talking about he had, no matter what type of life she could have lived with him. And that's a whole nother thing, because when you deal with somebody who got a whole bunch of money, they show up a totally different way than somebody who, what they say, the rich man getting to heaven, that is real narrow. It's real narrow. So I really think it was a great lesson for him, because of how he showed up, got him the results that he got. Him and Brittany's relationship was tarnished. How are you showing up in the relationship that you are in? Is how you showing up the cause as to why you are getting what you are getting? It is your energy. It's whatever that energy is, good, bad, or indifferent. It is reflecting to you what you are putting out, and what you are experiencing is some part of you. And definitely when you stand in it, it's some part of you that has that in you. Some part of you that feels like you deserve it, good or bad, love or not, for you to stay in the experience. And then once he proposed to Brittany, I already knew how she was acting towards it. Brittany was not trying to, I think maybe she just wanted to see how he looked. Possibly she knew he had money. Let me see. But the whole time they was talking, Brittany was about like this. It was all so awkward. All so awkward. I knew at that moment they wasn't gonna make it. They wasn't making it to the altar. Child, they didn't even make it to be the next 6 that they followed to continue to follow, which y'all saw that at the end. They decided to take their trip to Miami, and they knew they were not going to Mexico. Well, at least Brittany did. I don't think Brittany didn't even want to. She said, let's go to Mexico. I'm sorry. She said, let's go to Miami. Child, Brittany was trying to go and kick it on a whole nother level. So what can we learn from Leo? I would say this: get clear, follow your heart, know that you will end up with the right person. The right person could mean it might be the right person that takes you to marriage. It could be the right person that's going to give you some life lessons. The right person that's going to be a part of your healing journey. The right person that is going to be a mirror for you. A right person that shows you what you deserve, gives you an opportunity to make choices, give you an opportunity to connect with God. So that rightness can be whatever you choose to make it to fit your life. And so for Leo, is knowing that I'm going to make the right choice for me in this moment. And I don't have to keep, because that's a real thing. You got people out here dating and they going in between, which one do I pick? I like this one. She got all these qualities. I like this one. He got all these qualities. And you find yourself indecisive, and then you lose out altogether. You lose both of them. But guess what? If you lose both of them, that's a part of your journey. That's a lesson that everything is a lesson. Everything is a lesson. So just trust your intuition. Pray for discernment and know that you're going to make the right decision in this moment for you. And then you can get about the business of really focusing on that one person. And I think that's another thing that he didn't really get to experience like everybody else. He never had a moment to just focus in and really dive in and get to know one person because he kept jumping in between both women. And so when we out here, or y'all are out here dating, and it's when you are undecisive and you keep the list so long, you never get to give your all to one person to see what is possible. To see, because as long as some people, just like Brittany and Hannah, as long as I know I'm not your number one, as long as I know you have other options, I'm going to choose to keep myself on reservation. I'm going to keep a distance. I'm going to keep a level of a boundary in place because you're not that into me. And so I would say in time, the relationship is unfolding exactly like it's supposed to. But if you would just get to a place where, let me explore this person. Okay, I'm dating. I'm feeling her or him at this level. Let me commit to this and explore what is possible. And let me do this relationship to the best of my ability and see what comes from it. And don't operate from a lack consciousness like you missing out on something if you just focus in on this one person. Because so much beauty, so much life, so much joy can unfold from just that one person. So that's what I have to say about Leo. And I can't help it. I just keep going back to Tim and Alex. Tim and Alex, although Ashley and Tyler were my favorite, Tim and Alex had a lot of really good moments for coaching. So say if I was a coach on that show and able to talk to them after, like looking at them as they go through the process, and then you got this individual coaching going on behind the scenes. Get at me, Netflix, or the producers of Love is Blind, um, just to kind of help the couples evolve as they go through the process, which they are. But when you got a life coach, it expedites it. It takes you to a whole nother level, especially when they come with a spiritual side of things. And so Tim giving Alex his sister's bracelet. Now, either Tim is a novice green to this whole Love is Blind, like the type that never watched the show, or else he was just really, really all in. And why do I say that? Because it is known on the show that everybody doesn't make it. One, they don't make it at the pods. Two, they don't make it from the trip together. Three, they don't make it to the altar. They done broke up before they even got to the altar. And then some, when we get to the altar, some people still say no. And so to give Alex something so precious as his sister's bracelet, on hindsight, I was just like, too soon. Too soon. Remember, the pause is nothing but 10 days. Too soon. Not something of that value, that precious, that sentimental. But then as I reflected, I'm like, maybe Tim was literally just all in, and he was going to he was coming there intentional to find his bride. It's just some of the things that he said, like him wanting to give his parents another daughter. And I know that is a hard it I can how he talked about his family, how he talked about his sister. I know he's looking forward to the day to give that to his parents. And like I said on, I don't know, episode 1, I believe, was this that's a for Alex or any woman that comes in his life, that is a heavy or a big spot to fill. And it's almost like I feel like you almost gonna have to be perfect. Perfect in the sense of how you show up, how you are with him, how you are with his parents, how you are with his family. Like there's a standard that is going to be there that somebody is coming into when there's grief at that level, when there's a missing piece in a unit, two missing pieces that has shifted their family dynamics. It could almost feel like, is it too big to feel? Will what is required? Do I have what is required to level up and be what it is that he is going to desire for his wife, to make her his parents' additional daughter? And I feel like that's what came to me right before I got ready to get on. I was like, dang, maybe Tim was just really all in. And he found that connection with Alex, and he just really, really wanted to make it work. Like, just tired of the single life, and I'm ready to find her. And so they are, both of them are really, really big on family. And I feel like that was definitely a positive, because if y'all both feel like that, then you will come with this level of compassion, this level of compromise, and their kids would have been so blessed because of the way in which they love family. I will tell you this. So this would be my nugget, my part right here. Do not think that family does not matter. I ain't marrying them, I'm marrying him. Baby, you are marrying the family. Trust and believe. Whether you never talk to them or not, you're marrying the family, because they coming with patterns from the family. They coming with history from the family. You better get to know their family. You better get to know as much as you can about their daddy, about their mama, about the relationship they have with both of them, whoever their care. If it wasn't even if their mama wasn't their caregivers, you still need to learn about them, but learn about their caregivers, because they bringing all of that with them. We bring all of that into our relationships, into our marriage. Even if you can convince your person to not fool with their family because you don't want to fool with their family, or you choosing not to go around, but they still going around, y'all, that's a level of confusion you do not need. So you need to find out how people's family dynamics work. And if they love their family and into their family, and maybe you come from a family that is not that close, I would say it's a great honor for you that you are now getting into a community of love. Preferably they are love and they not toxic. But if they are toxic there and you're not, it's something that you're going to be doing for your spouse or significant other that they need. But trust and believe family matters. When you start having kids, family matters. So get that out of your mind. I know some of y'all on here, I don't fool with my in-laws like that. If your spouse loves his or her family and you operating like that, I'm gonna tell you this. You must know that there's a inner conflict that is going on within your spouse or significant other. Even if they are on board and they don't really deal with them, it's an attachment there. They are hoping that their relationship gets better. They are hoping that they stop acting like this or that. And it's an inner conflict that they go through. I won't say it happens every day, but it is definitely something because we want love. We want love. And our family dynamic is a big part of that. So just understand that that will be my nugget, my moment right there of saying, just really understanding about the dynamics of family and that you can't get away from it no matter how hard you try to get away from it. Did y'all notice this? I was like, no, Tim. No, I'm always rooting for the black people. No, Tim, but I'm rooting for love. All together, I'm rooting for love, period. I don't care who you are. Tim, did y'all notice this? Tim was the only one that did not get down on his knees and propose to his wife in person with the ring. Did y'all catch that? He gave her the ring and she put it on. She didn't even catch it to say, you better propose to me. You better get down on the knee. No, you ain't been. That man said, and she took that ring and slid it on her finger. Y'all, that relationship had so many moments of what everybody say nowadays, red flags. So many. So many. That whole I want a dog. You gotta be able to bite back. Even in a moment of meeting each other, she's asking him to stop saying something. Don't say that about him being a dog. And he repeatedly did it. And I'm thinking in my head, I went back to the shirt situation of him buying the shirt out of spite. And I think on there he made the comment when she was like, it's basically getting on her nerves or something, or maybe that's another show. But he just kept doing it. And the look on her face was like, really? Like, why? Oh man. It was cringing for me. It was oh man. I I started to really feel bad for him because as a fan of the show, I know how life gets once they get in out of that pod. And all of these things that I saw, I'm just like, I just don't know how this is going to turn out. I want them to get married though, but not like this. Not like this. And so, as y'all are going and being in this dating experience, you want to be present. Be present in the moment. Don't be thinking about from the past. Don't be in the future. Be in the moment so that you can be present to see what is going on. Because sometimes if you get caught up in the future and oh, I can see it, I can see myself with them, and you on the date and you all at the altar on date number 5 because of how amazing they are. You done got married, y'all in y'all house, you just thinking about all the goodness. Or some of us show up on dates and we are in our No, I don't know. I'm gonna be guarded because I know, how this go. I can't never find nobody. You all are in that, and you missing the goodness of being in the present. You missing the things that you should be hearing. You're missing the experience you should be having in the moment, in the now. The now is enough. You don't have to be in them other two places. There is fullness. There is power right now. And it's just trusting yourself. Trusting yourself. So those were my 2 moments from episode 4. And Netflix titled this one, The Tables Have Turned. And I feel like it turned more, not just with Leo, Hannah, and Brittany, but I feel like it was a table turn moment as well for Alex and Tim, for him not to get down and propose. He didn't even ask her again. And that is a standard procedure that you see. Like, girl, if mom would have been like, "Her, you want to marry me?" That would have been my face. If we was at a restaurant. I know you're not finna just hand me the ring. Honor me, brother. Honor me. Honor me. Honor our love. Honor what we have been through. Honor the union that we are about to go into. But see, you got to be done your research a little bit to understand that union. You got to understand what you really about to walk into, what you really about to commit to understand the importance. Proposing for a man on his knees, on his knee, is the first sign of submission, of surrender to the God version of who his wife is. The surrender to the union of marriage. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Now let me work with it. Let me get some downloads and really work with it. Thank y'all for tuning in to season 7, episode 4 of the breakdown of Love is Blind. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram at the Spirit Chiropractor, on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the Couples Lounge. That's where you can find me and my husband doing our thizzle. And on Facebook, you can find me at Candace Tuck. Follow me, check me out. Thank you for hanging out every day that you have been as we go through these 13 days. All right. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace out.